What if there was a stock indicator that could work on multiple time frames and get you into a trade before the next big move? That indicator exists, and it's called the TTM Squeeze. Today we're going to cover how I use TTM Squeezes, how to set up your charts, what it is, when to use them, squeeze scanners, and bonus material on stocks that are in squeezes now so you can start paper trading and trying out the strategy yourself. Before we get into how I use the TTM Squeeze for my own personal trading, let's discuss what the TTM Squeeze is. So the TTM Squeeze indicates when the Bollinger Bands are wholly inside of the Keltner channel. And as you can see, you can have a light squeeze or a tight squeeze. And the indicator I use for TTM squeezes does indicate a difference between the two, with a light squeeze being these light orange dots and a tight squeeze being these red dots. And ultimately what this indicates is a period of low volatility. So what's really important here is basically this allows you to get into the stock when it's boring. That tends to be a period that's a little less stressful, a little less volatile. And if you're trading options, most importantly, it also means that it's a period where the options premium tends to go down in value, so you get cheaper options on the way in. And then lastly, it helps you time trades. By seeing these squeezes, you know that the likelihood of the stock making a big move, especially after a tight squeeze, is a lot higher than if that squeeze isn't there. That's what the TTM Squeeze is. Now, how do I use it? How do I trade it? So what I like to do is I like to look for a trend, right? And we can say that over the course of several months here, that this is clearly trending up. I then like to look for a pattern. Okay, in this case, we see a ascending triangle. I think many would argue that we have a ascending triangle here. So that's our trend, that's our pattern, and then lastly I look for a squeeze, preferably a tight squeeze, but not necessarily required. And then if I'm trading options, you look at the time frame, and certainly you can look at previous squeezes and the time frame that they played out. And then I'll grab options that are expiring maybe a month out. So yeah, that's basically it. TPS, right? Trend, pattern, and squeeze. Alright, so now we know a little bit more about TTM Squeeze, but how do we get this set up in TradingView? Well, you just go up into indicators here and search for TTM Squeeze. And the one I'm using actually is not the most popular one up here. I'm using the TTM Squeeze Pro. And the reason why I like that one is it does have the indication between a light squeeze and a tight squeeze. If you're on TD Ameritrade or other platforms, though, in general, you should be able to find the TTM Squeeze. If you don't have a platform that supports TTM Squeeze, I am using TradingView. There's a link in the description below if you're interested. Now that we know how to enter a TTM Squeeze trade, how do we exit? How do we figure out that it's time to get out? And what I like to do with these trades is scale out. I like to use the Fibonacci Extension tool to time my exits. And the way you do that is you find a somewhat local low, you then go to your somewhat local high, and then you go back to your low here. And then we extend this out into the future. And something that, you'll see it right away, is really amazing about this is how darn accurate it is. So with this extension, let's just say we're in the squeeze here now, and we've done our Fibonacci extension back here, right? This is the low here. And we start seeing these red dots, and so we start entering our trade. And we're wondering, okay, when do we get out? At each of these Fibonacci retracement points, right? The 0.382, the 0.5, 0.61, 0.78, and the 1, you'll see that almost perfectly the highs and the closes of the days are lining up pretty close to these Fibonacci retracement points. And so definitely I would keep an eye on those, and those would be places where you can scale out 25% of your position, 25%, 25%, and 25%. It's up to you. Other people like to scale out, a little slower, with more of the scaling out towards the end of the move. That being said, sometimes the end of the move is hard to find, but if you're hitting these Fibonacci points, I would recommend taking something off the table. So maybe not the first Fibonacci point right here, because this isn't much of a move. But once it starts moving in the direction, definitely you should be taking profits along the way. We're going to be talking about when the TTM squeeze does not apply. Then we're going to get into how to set up scanners so that you can find stocks that are in a TTM squeeze. And then after that, we're going to talk about stocks that are currently in a TTM squeeze so that you can see a few examples of what it looks like on different stocks. And by the way, if any of this has been helpful thus far, please tap the like button. A lot of effort goes into these videos, and it really helps. Also, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see some of my new videos as they come out. I want to avoid certain setups too. And I most often see this with penny stocks or low dollar value stocks, but it can happen with stocks also that are just very involatile, certain ETFs that trade sideways all the time. The other warning sign I look for to avoid is if I'm seeing it in a squeeze as often or more often than it's not in a squeeze, it really doesn't tell me much. It's not a rare event. I'm looking for something that maybe happens, on a daily chart, maybe a few times a year tops. If it's happening, most of the time, then it's not really a unique or special trading opportunity. A TTM squeeze. So in TradingView, the way you do that is you go down to the stock screener tool at the bottom of your screen. And on the right, there is a filters button. So go ahead and just click that. And then what you're going to need to do is actually search for Keltner channels, upper band and lower band. And what you'll need to do is, just as we talked about in the beginning of the video, we're going to need to put the Bollinger Band inside of that. So we want the Keltner upper channel to be above our Bollinger Band's upper band, okay? And we want the Keltner channel lower band to be below our lower Bollinger Band. So go ahead and make sure you set that up. And what you'll see is this filters down your matches. This was like 30,000 something before, now it's 24,000. Now that's still quite a few options. That's a bunch of stocks. And one of the things I've found that helps with that is to add in the MACD. And what I like to do is have the signal above 2. And you'll see that narrows our scan further to 66 matches. I've just found that this finds stocks that tend to have a little bit more oomph in them. Their go-go juice is going in the right direction. I know, technical terms. But anyways, I like the results of this scan. Feel free to play around with TTM Squeeze with your own favorite scanning parameters, but this is one that's working for me. Using TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim, the way that you set up the TTM Squeeze scan for scanning and finding stocks that are in a squeeze is by going up to Add a Filter and then selecting Study. And then in the study, you'll want to go down and hit Custom. And in Custom, you'll want to type in the following code here. So this might be a good place to pause the video, but yeah, basically you type in this code. This is looking for a squeeze that's in place at least 5 days or 5 periods, whatever the chart you're using is. And once you've entered that, you just hit OK and add it to your chart, and then it'll just show up like this here. I do have a few other scan parameters in place here. This is something I've been playing with. If you have some favorite scan parameters, feel free to add them here to close down your list in addition to the TTM Squeeze. The ones I have set here basically are just looking for a stock that's trending up and that has a momentum that is up. And then if you look through the results, you'll see a bunch of stocks that are in squeezes. So if I just go ahead and click this one, here's Home Depot. It's in a squeeze. The momentum hasn't quite kicked over yet, but this would be one that I'd be starting to watch here soon. This is one I'd put on a watch list for something that's about to pop. You can look down here, at some of the other ones here. What's going on with Okta? So this one's just indicating a light squeeze here, but it is kind of on the positive side of the oscillator. I think this is definitely one of those things that could pop up. We would use our Fibonacci extensions to see kind of what could be expected here, but I have a feeling that some of these tech stocks were overly hit last year, and some of them are showing some strength and could climb out of it.